What's up, y'all? It's your boy Mike Rashid. Today is a special day. I am fucking excited. I'm gonna get into why I'm excited in a minute. Now, before you guys knew me to be Mike Rashid, overtraining, etc., I was a personal trainer for about 4 or 5 years. The first year of that, I was working at a corporate gym, at Gold's Gym. And, I did very well as a trainer. I worked there for a year. And one thing that it taught me, I already knew how to train, but I didn't know how to sell training. Like, I didn't realize it was an actual business. So it really helped me refine and hone and learn my business savvy, if you may. But I got so much more out of that. So I did that for a year, and then all my clients came with me to an independent gym, which you all know is Metroflex Long Beach. In the beginning, I would take on, when I was at Goals, I took on any and every client that they would give me. Anybody walked through the door, I train them. I didn't care. So, I fell into the mode of like trying to train all the cute girls. I did all of that. I was training people who just wanted to get ready for shows, or people that were already in shape, just wanted to maintain. But I got nothing out of that. Now, I don't have the time in my schedule to just take on clients like that anymore. I just don't. However, I do have a little bit of time, and my bro Amir, he brought up the idea to me maybe about 2 years ago, like, we should find somebody and just get them right, just go through a whole transformation. And I was like, bro, I'm down. I've already been feeling that vibe. But I'm never one to go and force something to happen, just pick somebody at random. So that takes me to a guy named Michael White.
My name is Michael White, 43 years old, live in Arizona, graduated from Arizona State with an undergrad in supply chain, an executive MBA at ASU, graduated in 2014. Currently, I'm an executive for a company managing their supply chain for their company, which is locations in Arizona and Colorado.
Mike, my height, but he's 298 pounds. He's obese. That doesn't sound good, right? Being obese, but it's a fact. And what's crazy, 60%, I'm always checking these numbers, 60% of the United States population is overweight and obese. 60. Most people in this country are overweight and obese. That's bad. So listen, so Michael, he's overweight. He acknowledges that.
I remember when I played Pop Warner, I was always tall, like, in 8th grade, I was like 5'7", but I weighed like 155, but I was just cut. So I couldn't play Pop Warner until I got in high school football. I played tailback. So freshman year in college was high school was 167. Sophomore I was like 175. Junior I was 198, and senior I was 210, but I was cut. When the first time I remember gaining weight, because I used to just, as a kid back in the day, you ride your bike, you out and you doing stuff, you running all day, you eat whatever you want to and wouldn't gain any weight. First time I remember is when I had my senior year, went to practice, left practice, went home, was on the phone with my girl with the long cord, and got a pain in my side. Went to the doctor the next day, couldn't figure out what it was. They thought maybe it was a kidney stone. I played in the game Friday night. Next night, I go to the movies with my girl. I called my mom, hey, you need to take me home. My mom took me to the hospital. I was in the hospital for a week. I had a hole in my appendix. So they didn't want to operate then. They wanted to wait a while, so I was on antibiotics for a week. I had the surgery probably about 2 or 3 months later. But I do remember coming to ASU, I was 218, but I was out of shape because I couldn't run. Because of the scar from my appendix. And that was the first time in my life that I'd been overweight.
We would talk about, my nutrition was pretty drastic, when I went to 1 meal a day and mostly plant-based, etc. So we were talking about that initially.
He actually walked up to me and I was sitting there eating Laney and Larry's cookie. And I'm sitting on the couch and he said, hey man, so what's up? He said, my name's Mike, what's your name? Mike. And he said, does that taste good? I said, yeah. He said, throw that shit away. He said, if it tastes like a cookie, it's a cookie, then you should be eating that. So I immediately looked at it and just threw that damn thing away. And I haven't actually had a Lenny and Larry's cookie since that day.
I was like, man, you don't even have to go cold turkey off of meat, but just try this. Try it out, giving them pointers and tips. I'm trying to give him some, like intermittent fasting, stuff like that. So he was always like on my heart and on my mind. Not like I thought about this guy every day, but when I was in the gym, I kind of looked around for him, you know what I'm saying? And when I seen him, I was trying to analyze him to see if he's been, losing weight. And to the visible eye, to my eye, he hasn't. So, and this is about 2 years have gone by. So, nice guy, cool dude. We always talk in the gym, in passing. So the other day I'm in the gym and, we start talking and I'm like, bro, let me help you. Let me help. Do you really want to get right? Because I know I could get you right. Let me help you, bro.
So from a working out perspective, and again, always going back to college when I played ball and things like that, I'm the type of person that needs to be pushed. I'll get there and do it, and I like to compete with I like to compete in anything. We want to play hopscotch, whatever. I'm gonna compete. I'm competing in everything. So you hitting this harder, I'm gonna hit this harder, and I'm gonna figure out how to get there. So in the gym, one thing I've noticed is I didn't have workout partners, so it's never been a lifestyle for me to go to the gym. I know I need to go to work out and things like that, but it's never been a lifestyle thing. Like some people, hey, I'm getting up and going out myself and I'm gonna push myself to hit 5 sets and go 20 reps or put all this weight in. That's not me. I need that. I know I need that person or that push from somewhere to have the accountability. Hey, I'm gonna meet you there this time. This is what we gonna do, and so on and so forth.
I've never been overweight. I've never been out of shape. I've always been really disciplined about my fitness and my nutrition. I know all the benefits of being in shape, being fit, not just the health benefits, but the mental benefits as well. And this dude, Mike, is a cool ass dude. He come into the gym. He's a dedicated person. I always see him in the gym. He seemed like a business professional, hardworking dude. I mean, I owe it to him and to many people to share the information that I have to help you live a better life. And a better life is a fit, healthy life. Because like I was telling Mike the other day at the gym.
So a conversation I had with Mike on Sunday, we're at the gym. And it's funny because I normally don't bother anybody, and we happen to end up working right next to each other. And say, hey, how you doing? How's your challenge going? And he said, kind of stopped me in the middle. And I said, hey man, how's your weight going? I said, to be honest, since the last time you saw me, I'm down about 35 pounds. He says, I can't tell. Shocked, but when I really look at myself too, being where I was at and I'm still overweight, I get where he's coming from. And I always appreciate people that are just blunt, don't beat around the bush. So I appreciated his comment at that point in time. In that conversation at the gym, he's like, hey, I want to help you. And he told me kind of about his passion for, personal training, and he has all this other stuff, but kind of the thing that kind of makes him passionate about things are to help people kind of like myself. Finished working out, we exchanged numbers, we ended up walking outside and talked probably about another 45 minutes, maybe almost an hour about different things, and some of the things he was talking about was, hey, I'm in, I got all this other stuff, but I don't need to make sure I kind of go back to my roots to make sure that, I got something that satisfies me. All this other stuff doesn't. It's good, but it doesn't really satisfy me. But then again, we talked about, nutrition and getting mind, body, and soul right. But then again, at the end of the conversation, we exchanged numbers. And, hey, I really want to help you. And I'm not really a type of person that accepts help well from anybody. Kind of something my dad taught me growing up. Everyone has their own stuff to do. Don't put anybody or don't bother anybody, have any burden with them. So again, me sitting there and thinking back about it, initially I was like, I'm not sure I want to do this, but he was persistent and hit me and followed up with me. I think if it was me following up with him, I'm not sure if I'd be having this conversation, I think I'd be doing it. But since he followed up with me and took the time out of his day to do it. To be honest, I said, I appreciate that. So that's something I want to partake in and kind of help me get to where I need to be.
Being fit is being mentally fit and physically fit. There's no separation of our mind and our body. It's all one. It's all physical or mental or whatever you want to call it. It's huge benefits in it. I want to share it. I want to help you. I know that I have the time to help Mike, and I have the energy and the resources, and I have a team. He's not just getting me, he's getting Sean Torbati as well.
My name is Sean Torbati. I'm a nutritionist and a health advocate. I've spent the last decade coaching thousands of individuals, working with them on a one-on-one basis, helping them to achieve their personal goals while building better nutrition and health habits. Working towards making the world healthier is my true passion, my calling, and my purpose. And helping educate individuals nutritionally is my primary means to do it. I've been a part of everything from 100-pound weight loss transformations to designing nutrition protocols for Olympic athletes. I'm fortunate and proud to have worked with many professional athletes, but what gives me the most pride and satisfaction is working with people who need my help to get healthy. This means the most to me, and the reason why is my own brother passed away from heart disease in 2005. His condition was not helped by the fact that he was overweight and unable to exercise. I was too young to help my brother, but if I can help anyone else avoid an early exit from this beautiful life with the knowledge that I have, I want to do it. Mike, Rashid, and I are partners in Alpha Shred, which is allowing us to work with over 1,000 people at one time and reaching their short-term goals. But when Mike told me he wanted to work with one individual from his gym, one-on-one, I knew I had to be part of it. I'll be building a custom nutrition plan for Mike based on where he is now, his current habits and lifestyle. I have to take it from there and build with him to improve them. We have to take into account all our goals for his weight loss, but also I'm gonna make sure that he gets enough micronutrients, phytonutrients, and zoo nutrients. The intense training he's gonna go under with Mike is also something I have to consider. And I'm gonna be using some of our favorite principles, some things that work really well for Mike, myself, and our clients. We're gonna put him on a diet that's mostly plant-based, a diet that's built with beautifully nutritious whole foods. And something that is going to really help him is going to be our fasting that we incorporate.
Sean is gonna handle the nutrition component of this. And, I told Sean already, he needs to be on a pescatarian diet. You know what I'm saying? And some intermittent fasting. And also let's throw in some real fasting, some actual 24-hour fasts here and there throughout the process. All that's gonna do is help accelerate Mike's progress. This will be the new Mike, just a better existence, a better experience.
I think losing this weight for me is gonna kind of help me be a better person. Not from necessity I'm a asshole or anything like that, but I think it'll just help me kind of see things better and clearer kind of in my life and make better decisions. I think everything is has a compound effect. Making improvements in a certain part of your life will have an effect on other parts of your life. So this will be something to help me with that. The biggest thing that I want to do is I hate taking medication, and I want to get this medication, and I hate sleeping with this damn sleep apnea machine. And it's crazy. My sleep apnea, I have one of the worst cases they said they've ever seen. I stop breathing 108 times an hour or 108 times, and I have shallow breaths, less than 7% breaths at 112 times, something like that. And they said, you have one, so I have a BiPAP machine that actually pushes air in, and it's the pressure between 14 and 19 pounds. That's something I need to get off of. Also, when I was in the hospital, one thing they try to diagnose, and they think that part of the reason why I'm sick, I got sick is because of that, because of my sleep apnea machine. I somehow had pneumonia in both lungs. So again, that whole episode, maybe it was a wake-up call, I gotta get my stuff together and get my health right. Because the only way I'm gonna lose weight is by eating better. The only way I'm gonna get off this machine is by losing weight. So those are not competing items, but those are items that kind of go hand in hand to get me to where I want to be from a health standpoint, and then also go from getting off this medication and then getting off the machine.
I want to get him off these medications. because all of his ailments, whether it be him being pre-diabetic or high blood pressure or sleep apnea, all of these things are food induced. He can accelerate that process, that's important. But him accelerating all of that and implementing a real legit training protocol is just gonna make everything that much better. Mike, thank you. Thank you for giving me the honor of your trust for me and Sean to guide you on this new odyssey that you're about to embark on. We putting it out there on YouTube, so all y'all out there who follow this channel, keep tabs on this, okay? For those who need help as well, implement some of these things into your everyday routine. And also, I want y'all to help encourage Mike. He's shy, he didn't even want to do this, be on camera. But I'm like, nah man, fuck it. This is gonna help keep you accountable, all right? Because all you gotta do is do what we ask you to do. That's it. It's that easy. But it's gonna be hard, motherfucker. Just to let you know.